What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. This is gonna be a really quick video. My toes not done, y'all. This is gonna be a really quick video. So today, we just gonna do money talk as always. But today I'm gonna be talking to y'all about business credit, building your business credit, getting money, getting funding for your business. I don't know why my arm is itching. So yeah, let's get into it. So right now, Billionaire Squad, we should be building a financial foundation. And so today I'm just going to talk to you about a couple things that can potentially help your business and help you grow your net worth. Okay, so we're going to talk about two sides. One is going to be the personal side. One is going to be the business side. The reason why I'm doing it that way is because you can get approved for business funding through your business without a personal guarantee, which means without it being based off your personal credit. However, a lot of times they do want you to personally guarantee the funding with your personal credit. So we're going to talk about the personal credit first, and then we're going to head over to the business side, okay? So everybody who do not know me, I am Donnathebillionaire. I am the badass business consultant, and I've also been in the tax industry for 8 years, so I'm everything startup and finance. I also teach investing for beginners. So without further ado, let's get right on into it. So as we are building our financial foundation, I want to start all the way from the beginning for the people who are new in this space. Okay, so if you hear something that I say and it doesn't apply to you, if this is a step that you have already taken in your financial system, then it's okay, fine, let it fly, you feel me? And then, but anything that is applying to you, make sure that you pick it up and utilize the information. All right, so let's get into it. So for beginners, if you are currently working a 9 to 5, because a lot of people feel like they cannot become financially free because they are going from check to check to check to check. So I'm gonna give you a strategy. If you are working a 9 to 5, I would like for you to trust me on this and to just go open you up a secured credit card. I do not know where your bank is. I don't know. First of all, before you open up a secured credit card, I would advise y'all to either get Smart Credit and get Credit Karma so that you can check and see what your credit is already, because sometimes people be already having good credit based on maybe decisions that their parents made or whatever the case, and they just don't know it. So my first advice will be to download either Credit Karma or Smart Credit, just so you can see where your credit is. That way, if you need some things removed, you can take the steps to get them removed. If you need help with that, please reach out. Or if you already have decent credit and you don't have anything negative, it's now time for you to start building. So let's talk about the building phase, y'all. So if you work a 9 to 5, y'all, I would just suggest, if you don't already have good credit, go ahead and open up a secure credit card. And so a secure credit card, for you guys who do not know, you're going to put your money up and then they're going to give you the credit line that matches whatever you put up. So if you get a secure card for $200, you're going to get $200 to spend. If you put up a secure card for $500, you're going to get $500 to spend. So let's move it along. So anyways, once you go get your secure credit card, what I want you to do is map out a financial plan to where whatever your credit limit is, you're not going to use more than 30%. However, that 30% that you do use, you're going to use that to take care of something that you would have to pay anyways. So say for instance, your light bill is $50. You have a $500 credit limit. If you pay your light bill off of that credit card, you're building your credit, you're paying a bill, but at the same time, you're not even using, that's not even 30% of your credit limit. Okay, so get a secure credit card. Try your luck out there on a credit. Some people might be daredevils and they might try to go out and apply for a credit card that's unsecured. I'm all for it, because I'm gonna tell you the truth. When I turned 23 years old, I had all type of credit cards. They were not secured. Like when you first start in the credit game, I think that they'd be more willing to give you stuff. So I would say either try your luck and try to get an unsecured one, but from experience, it is good to start with a secured line, just so you can get in the habit of like managing money and budgeting and paying on time and stuff like that, right? So let's get back into it. Let's just say, for instance, you're a beginner. If this does not apply to you, please let it fly. So anyway, so you get the secure card, you do your financial planning where you can see that this credit card is paying off these bills. That way, while you're spending and building your credit, you're actually paying bills that need to be taken care of anyway. So you're getting credit points for paying bills that you have to pay anyway. All right, so as you're following, so after you do the on-time payments, the stand below 30%, and you have that credit usage for a certain amount of time, you're going to go back and ask for a increased credit line. Okay, you're going to ask them to increase your credit line. You're going to do this for at least 6 months before you ask them to increase your credit line. Okay, so things that affect credit is the credit, the credit history, like how long you've had the account open. That's going to matter. You have to stay below 30%. So do not go get a secured credit card for $500 if you know you cannot afford for $500 to be locked up. Only use credit that you know that you can afford, basically. Okay, so as you are watching, repeating this same step, the wealthy do this all the time, and y'all got to understand, sometimes the things that make you wealthy are not just these exciting things. It's stuff that you're going to watch and repeat the same play. If you trade with me, if y'all have been in the Saturday classes to learn how to trade, you're going to know we do the same plays. We make money, but we do not just go out there just risking it all. We watch and repeat the same plays over and over and over and over. Okay? Y'all hit the likes for me, please. All right, so say 6 months after you got this secure credit card, you paying your bills with your credit card, you paying your credit card off on time, you stand below your 30% of usage. Then you're going to go back and you're going to ask for an extended credit limit. Hey everybody, welcome into the live. Let me just give y'all some game real quick. I'm doing all this. I'm doing the steps for a reason. All right, so once you go back and you ask for an increased credit limit, by this time they can see the time of your credit history. They can see that you make on-time payments, and they can see that you is not just living off of this credit. You're barely using 30%. Hear what I'm saying? The reason why you got to know the steps is because it's the only way that it's going to work. All right? So once you do that and you go back and you ask for an increased credit limit, they're going to give you a little bit more than what you already have. So this makes the secured credit card obsolete. Because at first you got the secured credit card because you wanted them to know that they can trust you by giving them your money to get started. You feel me? So once you increase your credit limit, it's going to max out you even having a secure credit card, because it's going to be more. They're going to end up giving you more. They're going to end up giving you more money than what you started with. So that little segment right there was for beginners. If you don't have no credit, make sure that you get a secure credit card and that you stay below 30%. You pay your credit cards off on time, and you leave your credit cards open for a long span of time, okay? And then at your 6-month mark, if you have done everything that I just said, go ahead and ask for an increased credit limit, okay? So at this point, we're done with the beginners because we're not in the beginning phase anymore. So we are in phase 2. Once you get an increased credit limit, that means that your credit has went up. That means that your trustworthiness is... The foundation is being laid by, with the institutions. That means that you got you some motion in your credit profile right now. If you was able to go back and get an increased credit limit, that means you got you some motion, all right? So when you got you some motion, look, this is where y'all got to hear me and hear me good, because once you got motion, that means you got institutions, you got banks, you got the SBA, you got everybody willing to throw money at you. And I'm not telling y'all nothing that I haven't done. I'm telling you stuff that I've done. I'm trying to help y'all. But as we become wealthy, we're going to do it together, and I'm going to teach y'all the sauce, all right? And so a lot of times people got to pay me for this sauce, so listen up. Chew the meat, spit out the bones, all right? So... once you actually got motion in your credit profile, which means you got a decent score, you got institutions that's willing to give you money, okay, cool. At this point, I would say, I would strongly suggest that you sit back and really think about what type of cash flow you want to do. Jobs are cool, don't get me wrong. Jobs, you gonna get that consistent money every 2 weeks, every week, whatever the case is. But the job market is very insecure right now. AI is replacing a lot of jobs. A lot of businesses are downsizing, and then you got simply like you applying and you're not getting nothing. So, or you could have been on the same job for so many years, and whatever happens. My thing is, the job market is semi-secure. So when you're working, you want to use your money and make your money make you more money. So we got that. We got the job market, but even as working a job, you need your money to be making you money. So when you get to the point where your credit got you a little motion, I'm gonna need you to now sit down and think about how you finna move your money around, how you finna make your money make you more money. You need a cash-driven asset, you need a cash flow business, or you need some investments, okay? Because once you get to a certain point of credit, you now need money generating so you can uphold that credit. Because as long as you can pay on time and you can use your minimum utilization amount, you're going to be able to get more and more and more and more and more. My first loan from the SBA, the Small Business Association, was $2,500. The second one is definitely looking more like 6-7 figures, okay? So it's like, as long as you continue to uphold good relationships with these institutions, they're going to give you more money. But you have to start thinking of a cash flow business. Because say for instance, you got all this credit, you thinking, oh, I got my job, I'm just gonna go to work and pay my credit off, blase blase. God forbid you get hurt or something, you off work. How you gonna uphold your credit now? How you gonna pay these bills now? How you gonna pay off these minimum balances now? You have to still have money working for you. So, like I said, once you get to the point where your credit making motion, you want to start thinking about your passive income, your cash-driven assets, your investments. Everybody in the world, I heard somebody say, Wall Street Trapper, he said, in America, you don't have to be a business owner, you just have to be an investor. And that's some game that I'm giving y'all, because I am on both sides. I am an entrepreneur, but I'm also an investor. When it comes to investments, it's a way that you can be more safe and secure with your investments, and you just, to a certain extent, I think investments are a little bit more safer than entrepreneurship, because entrepreneurship is very much risky, okay? Like, it's faith-based business. You're stepping out there on the limb with your research, and you got to go out there and get your clients. But when it comes to investments, you got to do your research, and you got to map everything out. And then once you put your money in, you pretty much know what you're expecting, what your return on investment is going to be, right? So anyways, in phase 2, once your credit got some motion, you need to sit still and start thinking about how your money is going to start circulating. Where is your passive income going to come from? If you do not know how to trade, if you do not know how to invest, please reach out to me. Do not be the person who is sitting doing nothing because they don't know what to do. You have help. We are here for you, okay? We on phase 3 now, so I'm only doing these 3 phases. It's a lot of stuff in between. If y'all need a personal consultation, if y'all need me to help y'all, look for credit cards or like do everything step by step, y'all know I'm here. Stretch the Money Consulting is a done for you agency. It depends on like where you at in your business, where you at in your investing. However, I train you on everything I'm talking about. All right, so phase 3. Once you got a little motion and you got you some cash flow, this is where it gets interesting. Once you got you a little money, you got you a cash flow business, or you got you some investments and blase, whatever. You got some money, you got cash flow. You got cash flow. Now this is the point where now we have to utilize our LLC. A lot of people get LLCs and they don't do nothing with them. They just sit there. Oh, I got an LLC, I'm running a business. Okay, cool, so what? When you got an LLC, you're supposed to go get that money. It's time to go get that real money. Like, okay, business to consumer is cool, but then you got to go get that real bag. A LLC, a business bank account, financial statements, business credit, this can literally open so many doors for you. So let's get into it. After your credit got a little motion and you got you some cash flow, this is when you want to, if you don't already have an LLC, please go get one. If you don't have an EIN number, that is next. Then you want to do your bank account. Then you want to do your Dun and Brad's number. And then you want to make sure you have a website, okay? The reason why you want to have a website is because so many things I teach in our business, in our startup business course, we're going to go from just being listed on business directories to actually registering our business with government agencies. The government has to do business with small businesses. So I feel like you cut out a lot of competition when you take your business straight through all being next to all these other businesses and you go straight to the government. I'm taking my business straight to the government. That way I got some guaranteed support. I got some guaranteed contracts, some guaranteed work. You know what I'm saying? So we teach that part. But also we teach the business credit side of it, which is the juiciest side. Okay, so once your personal credit got a little motion and you got you a little cash flow, now it's time to get busy with the business. So once you got the business LLC, the EIN number, which is your tax ID number, this is your business social security number. And you have your business bank account and your website. You're now in business to go out and shop your company to the big umbrellas, okay? So with all of those things I just named, you definitely can go out and start to certify your business with, I don't know, the government, the minority organization, the women-owned organization. It's so many different organizations that you can register your business with that opens more doors for you. But then now we're going to get into start to apply for, it's called Net 30 accounts. Your Net 30s are going to be the business accounts that will report to the business credit bureaus, okay? So business credit bureaus and personal credit bureaus are two totally different things. However, some business creditors does report to, I think it's Experian or Equifax. Some business stuff are still reported to, it's one of those, Experian or Equifax. But anyways, once you sign up for your Net 30s, that's when people are going to start to see that your business is actually having motion. Those accounts are going to open your, so just like we did on the personal side where we built our credit up and then we went and we asked them for more stuff, that's the Net 30s is going to, so on the personal side is secured cards or credit cards or loans, personal loans, mortgage loans, car loans, whatever it is going to help build your personal credit. You can even record your rent payments, anything to help you build your personal credit. But when it comes to the business side, what's going to help build your business credit is going to be your Net 30 accounts. They have Net 30s, Net 60s. I don't know. They have different levels. But for beginners, we're talking about beginners today. We need Net 30s, which means you have to pay. You get 30 days to pay your vendors back. Okay? So your credit cards are on a 30-day cycle. When you get more advanced in business, you can get Net 60s or Net 90s, which means now you get 60 days to pay back your Amazon business card, or now you get 90 days to pay back your Amazon business card. But whatever the case is, Net 30 accounts are going to build, and I'm going to give y'all a bonus when I'm done, because I'm going to give y'all a Net 30 that I want all of y'all who have LLC to go out today and apply for. All right, so what I was going to say is, so Net 30 accounts make it to where once your business credit is built up so much, the circumstances of you having to go and use personal guarantees, which is your personal credit, is going to start to, like, the Net 30s are going to start to weigh that personal guarantee out, because it's like, okay, even if this person has so credit, their business credit is solid. They've had this business credit profile for so long, and I can see what they business do. They 9 times out of 10, they're still going to lend to your business because of the foundation that you built for your business. Okay, so Net 30 accounts are going to be like office supply stores like Staples has a business credit card. Amazon has a business credit card. Um, but if you go to NAV, NAV, NAV is for businesses. And if you put in net 30 accounts for new businesses, they'll tell you what net 30 accounts that you might qualify for. Now the bonus that I wanted to give all of y'all, because I love y'all so much, so much, is Fuel Man gas cards. So Fuel Man is a fleet. Well, it's actually a gas credit card, credit line company or whatever the case is. And so they give you credit limits for gas. Like if you have driving, transportation companies and stuff like that, they give you gas cards. So my suggestion would be that you do not go and apply with your personal social security number. Like I had people call me like, oh, well, they asked me for a deposit and blah, blah, blah. No, this is my second time having a Fuel Man gas card. I did not have to put down a deposit. I applied with my business name and I applied with my business EIN number, and I received a $500 gas credit limit per month. And you can use the credit card at multiple gas stations everywhere. And I'm not going to tell you how to use your gas card, but it's so many different ways you can make money using a gas card. You can literally, we're not going to talk about that on here, but consultation. Anyways, so yeah, Fuel Man. I think 7-Eleven or Shell might actually have a credit card too. Do they report to credit bureaus? I'm not sure. I know Fuel Man does. I know that Fuel Man builds up business credit. And yeah, so I just want to suggest that one to y'all, because gas is expensive, yo. And say if you're the type of person who do Lyft, or you got side gigs, or say if you drive a lot for you to perform, or for you to do this, or your office visits, or whatever the case may be, this is a way for you to be able to, get gas and pay at a later date. Like, what? So, I don't know. I think y'all should try that one out. What else? So yeah, once you start with your net 30s and you start building up your business credit, then you want to start going out to get the personal loans. But the thing about this is your bookkeeping has to be in order. Okay? One thing that I'm doing in my business is that my business money goes into my business account, my business purchases. I don't care if it's copies from Staples. I don't care. As a matter of fact, since y'all know I am a tax expert, I'm going to give y'all the game for real. I just put my car in the shop. I'm going to be writing off my maintenance on my car. I'm going to be writing off my gas credit card, my business gas credit card. Yeah, because that's my business credit card. So everything that I made in my business, because they always try to tax entrepreneurs, I'm going to offset my income by filing all of my expenses. My maintenance, when my car goes in the shop, that's my business expense. I pay for it with my business credit card. When my car insurance, then I start paying for that with my business credit card. Yeah. Now, my business gas card, when I pay that credit card off every month, I'm filing that on my business taxes. So it's important, so very important, that your business expenses, you make sure that you're intentional about taking it out of your business bank account. Don't take business expenses out of your personal account. You're getting stuff real sticky there. Okay? So, okay, phase 3. Your business got some motion. Your personal credit got some motion, and now you got cash flow coming in. So then now you opened you up an LLC because you got with Donna, and she your favorite business consultant. So she helped you get everything together. And then you either started with net 30 accounts, or you just simply started with your bank. You can also do stuff with your bank as far as your business, long as you keep your monthly balance at a certain point. You could probably even get I don't know I don't know if you get secured cards with businesses, but I can check that for y'all, because my strategy would be just make sure that I have a certain amount in my business account. Make sure my my personal credit is a certain thing, and then I would apply for a business loan just in general from my bank, not necessarily from another credit card user or Net30 or whatever the case is. After I built the relationship with my bank and they can look at my monthly statements, I'm going to go to my bank directly and ask for the cash app. So you got those two options once you actually get your business open. You want to start with Net30 accounts. You want to make sure that you are making your business bank account have those transactions, the incoming and the outgoing. Don't have no personal transactions coming from your business, because you want them to have a clear vision, a clear picture, a clear vision of your business and your business financials. You don't want them to have to be like, oh, hair salon, I'm not finna count that one. Oh, Rainbow, she got a new dress, I'm not gonna add that in. Like, no, you want the underwriters to look at your business account and see pure organization. You want to see the business income, and you want to see every transaction that came out of this account was for business purposes. Okay? So once you do that, you got the Net30s, you got your bookkeeping in order, you got your finances in order, you got your cash flow in order. Then you want to start going to look for funding. Now, with the things that I told you from the beginning, which is going to be the LLC, EIN, Dun and Bradstreet number, business bank account, and website, you can apply for grants and loans, okay? So the grants, you always want to go grants first, because that's, that is free money. But for grants, it's another step, another layer to that. You're going to have to learn how to do grant writing, write proposals, and you just want to learn how to structure stuff, structure grant writing out so that the grantor, because you're going to be the grantee, you want to make sure that you have all of the qualifications. I got a tip too. You want to make sure you got all of the qualifications that they need in order to approve you. But one tip that I did get is that when you are applying for a grant, you always want to read the qualifications first and then write your proposal, or and then write your proposal, because that way you know what it is that they're looking for from you. Okay? So it's kind of like when we was in middle school or high school, when we used to take tests, they used to always say, read the questions first, so that you know what you're looking for when you read the passage. It's kind of like that. When it comes to a grant, you want to read the requirements first to even make sure that you qualify for what it is you're applying for. And then you want to read the requirements so that you can make sure you have what it is that they're asking for. So, I would say apply for grants. I would say go straight to your bank and apply for business funding. But the SBA, the Small Business Administration, if you have a 640 or plus credit score and your financials is together and stuff like that, you also can get money directly from the SBA. So I know I've been blabbing for a minute. I hope I was able to help y'all some type of way regarding this. The only reason why I'm doing this video is because wealth is easier than we ever thought it was. We made it so hard. We did the whole I feel like everybody went through a phase where they chased money. I gotta get to it. I gotta get to it. It's like it flows. It comes a little bit easier than we tried to make it seem. But you definitely have to know how to move the money around. You have to know what to do with the money. Okay, so once you know what to do with money and you actually start taking the actions, then you're gonna see that it's not really that hard to live, I would say, a comfortable, decent life or whatever. But I think half the reason is that we know the information and we don't use it. And I'm gonna say that, hi, thank you. And I'm gonna say that for myself too, because I've been in the credit industry and financial industry for over 5 years, literally 8 whole years. And when I first started, I'm being honest with y'all, when I first started, I was young and I was just like lit for real. And I was having fun with all the leverage and credit and getting new cars and moving in different houses. I was tripping. I didn't know no better. I was just like, I was in the tax industry, so I wasn't so much of understanding why I got all these credit cards coming in the mail and how they even, like I wasn't even really hip to none of that stuff. And so I did what I wanted to do. And then I had to find myself reconstructing. So that's where I'm telling y'all now how to go about it from the beginning so that you don't have to reconstruct, because it's a lot more fun, okay, when you got stuff in order. But so yeah, if y'all need any consulting, y'all know I work in the 3 areas of startup business, tax and bookkeeping, or investing. So investing is one sector, bookkeeping and taxes is the middle sector, and then startup consulting is the first sector that we operate in. And the reason why we do it, those 3, is because you need them all. Startup consulting comes when you need the foundation laid. You need me to help you, walk you through the steps of all your registrations and stuff like that. And then we get to how to structure your finances, because business owners get taxed the most. So with that being said, you want to know how to move your money, what to do with your money, how to save on taxes, and how not to get how not to get in trouble with the IRS. Okay. So that's why we have the tax and bookkeeping sector. And then lastly, I teach investing for beginners every Saturday. And we do that because if your money is sitting still, you got no motion, okay? Your money's supposed to be working. Your money's supposed to be moving. Your money is supposed to be making you more money. So yeah, with that being said, that is what Stretch the Money Consulting is all about. It's about business and finances. So if y'all need me, make sure y'all reach out. When it comes to investing, we have a lot of, I want to say 3 strategies that we teach when it comes to investing. One is real estate, one is financial products, and the other one is actual like trade, which is going to be like stock, crypto, things like that. So just wanted to let y'all know what this channel is about, for anybody who is new here, or what I'm about, because this channel is actually my lifestyle channel. I just be dropping gems on here for y'all. So I'm going to separate the content, and I'm going to do my entertainment in one area, and then I'm going to do all my teaching and inspiration in another area. But I will keep y'all posted. I will be dropping it in the community post so y'all can know where I'm going to be, what channel I'm going to be on, what's going on. But for the most part, Donna the Billionaire, this channel here is always a home for y'all, always. I'm always going to come here and drop gems. I'm always going to be inspirational. Always going to be checking in on y'all because I love y'all so much. And yeah, let's get the money right. Don't be the type of person that just consume content but don't do nothing with it. And also don't be the type of person who know what to do and just don't do it. Because if I could tell you anything, it's been many times that I looked up a year or 2 and was like, wow, I already knew that, why I didn't do it? Because now I'm at a place where I got to do it anyway. I'm just 2 years late. You know what I'm saying? So don't be that type of person. Y'all, I love y'all so much. I'd appreciate if y'all would just tell one person about Donna the Billionaire, just one person about the channel. It's about to be tax season. We got 3 whole months of cash flow, y'all. So make sure that y'all link up if y'all want to be a referral partner and get paid for sending people to the tax company. And also, if you're looking to just try something new with life, you tired of working your 9 to 5, you want to start a business that actually makes good money, make sure that you reach out to me at donnathebillionaire@gmail.com, because y'all know I'm all about my bag. With that being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that post notification bell, and I will see y'all in my next video. I love y'all so much.